One of the biggest fears parents have is this: if I talk to my child about dyslexia, will it affect their confidence? And the truth is that it can if it's not explained properly. It is also true that not explaining it can be even more damaging because kids already know that they're struggling, they just don't have the words for it yet. Today, I'm going to walk you through how I talk to kids about dyslexia in a way that builds their confidence and doesn't break it. If you've hesitated about using the word dyslexia, you're not alone. Parents worry about their child being labeled, about their child feeling different, about it becoming an excuse, or even worse, something your child's going to internalize. But as a dyslexia therapist, what I have found is that when we don't explain it, children fill in the blanks themselves, and what they come up with is often worse. They start to think that they're dumb, that they're bad at school, or that everyone else gets it except them. So by not having the conversation, we are not protecting their confidence. It actually chips away at it. Before anything else, this part really matters. Please don't go into this conversation with a heavy or worried tone. Your children pick up on how you feel. If you go into this feeling sad or concerned, they're going to think that something is bad. Instead, keep your energy calm, positive, and solution-oriented, along the lines of, we figured something out that's really going to help you. That energy matters more than the exact words that you use. Now, let's start with what doesn't help, because this is where I see a lot of well-meaning mistakes. First, don't wait too long. Many parents think, I'll explain it when they're older, but the truth is, by that point, your child has already had months or years of feeling confused and discouraged. The earlier that they understand what's going on, the better. Second, avoid framing it as a weakness or deficit. Saying things like you have trouble with words can feel very heavy and final to a child. And third, don't overcomplicate it. Kids don't need a clinical definition. If you start using words like processing or phonological awareness, you might lose them. So here's exactly how I explain it to kids. I keep it simple, honest, and confidence building. There are 3 parts to this. I start with something simple and reassuring. Everyone's brain works differently. We all take in information in different ways. This is why some people become amazing chefs and other people become great scientists. Their brains are wired differently. Today, we learn something about your brain. Your brain learns differently. Then I make it real for them. I give them real-world examples. For instance, you know how some people in your class are really good at math, but other people are really good at sports? That's because everyone's brain is good at different things and learns in different ways. I try to really drive home the point that different means different. Different does not mean bad. I always connect it to something they're really good at. Remember that time that you turned that box into a superhero costume, or how quickly you solved that riddle the other day? That's your brain working in a really powerful way. Now we're shifting the focus from I have a problem to my brain works differently, and that comes with really wonderful strengths. Then I gently explain, because of how your brain works, reading might feel harder right now, but that doesn't mean that you can't learn how to read. That just means that we have to teach your brain in a different way. And this is where I'll use an analogy that kids seem to understand. I tell them that it's like we were trying to build something using the wrong set of tools, like building a Lego set using a spoon instead of your hands. Of course, that's going to feel difficult. We weren't using the right tools. But now we understand a little bit more about your brain, so now we're going to use the right tools to help you learn how to read. When kids understand why something is hard, everything changes. Instead of thinking, I'm really bad at this, they understand, oh, this is why this feels hard for me. That shift brings relief, builds self-awareness, and protects their confidence. And it actually increases their willingness to try, because now they are not carrying shame, they are carrying understanding. Let's recap. 1, normalize it. Your brain learns in a different way, and that's okay. 2, make it strength-based. You have a brain that's really good at math and problem solving. 3, be honest about the challenge. Reading might feel harder right now, but we're going to use the right tools to help you learn. And always make it real and personal. Give real-life examples that they can relate to. So if you've been hesitant to talk to your child about dyslexia, you're not alone. But I want you to remember that the goal is not to protect them from the word dyslexia. The goal is to help them understand dyslexia so that they can protect their confidence. If this video helped you feel a little more confident about having the conversation, there's a lot more support for you. Follow along for more tools to help your child thrive.